collective energy reading. Please only take this all as it resonates. Always leave the rest for the best. Don't stress, because that's when you're in that mind and you're looking back to all those options. You're looking about that patterns, the cycles, the people, the places, the situations that's enabled you to get that insight about those options. You could be played out. You could be seeking this truth about these ducks when you was fucking up, and you thought you was moving forward, and you have to start releasing these emotions. Somebody may want to be able to give you that call, that apple. It's those seeds, it's that love, it's that abundance. You can seek that joy. You may have had many options. These divine feminines and masculines, they could be looking back now. This divine masculine, feminine, take this all as it resonates. They'll be looking back. They could have been indecisive, too many things, all those shiny things, you know what I mean? The eyes could see, the eyes are bigger than your belly, and you don't even know what to do, and you're all played out. They was like a player. Maybe don't want to be a player no more. They'll tell you there wasn't a player. They just fucked a lot of people, places, situations and things up, even their mindset, because it wasn't balanced, it wasn't compromising, they didn't have that inner standing to be able to overstand, they wasn't consciously awoke, because your thoughts, even you thought you were the actor, so they thought they was that top G, they thought they was a leader of the pack. You can see now they're getting that awakening as to who you are. You're awakening their spirit. You can see it's that interconnected, that omniscience, that presence, that awareness. They're gaining this wisdom because you were the prop. You can see they was that prop. There was like a puppet. Those family members and friends, a close enemy that they was around, a flies just through in it, an NPC, fucking up that non-player component, blocking you, because it's that recruiting, those lines. You see what was written, even for a fool, because you taught, yo, we the actor. So we're the actor, we're the protagonist of our own story. We predetermined our destiny, our thoughts, our feelings. You know you're gaining that wisdom, so you're looking back to those same dry karmic patterns that you'll be on. 2, 4, even looking at the values, your work, when you're working, who you're working with, when you're in that community. You see, are you completing those cycles about love, work, values? You're interconnecting when you got that omniscience and you're seeking that truth, listening to that spirit. You're nurturing oneself, you're connecting to those emotions, you're seeking that truth. It starts bridging those gaps, looking back to family, friends. You're interconnecting. 6, 7, you're moving forward. You're seeing it's like a spiritual death, emotional death. You can see when you're even working in who's programming your mind. Are you caring and nurturing, enabling people to have that inner standing, compassion to grow, empowering other people? Or are you spiritually, mentally and emotionally blocked due to sin, because you got aggressive energy, you lust and greed, committing adultery, lies, betrayal? These divine feminines and masculines, they're looking back to those options. You may be saying, I got options. You see, moving forward, you've got spiritual options. You see, when you're working, even these lovers, you could have options with lovers. You could have 2 divine masculines coming towards you. You can see one who's got clarity, one who's seeking and lying and got these secrets to be told. They need to be able to cleanse their heart, those emotions. Your inner standing, they could be grounding. You may see one that's grounding. One's passionate, one's able. You can see bridging those gaps, even to those relationships. These divine feminines and masculines, this could be this King of Wands. Fire sign, they will sting-a-ling-a-ling, school bell a ring, the knife and fork to fight the dumpling. You can see they're fighting the dumpling. Big battle girl there. You can see that was fighting them, these lovers. They could have had choices, or even when you're working, you're in that community, they may look back towards you and can see your beauty, it's your joy, the way you express, communicate. You got inner standing. It's when you got that discernment. They didn't have that discernment about those lovers and those choices. You can seek that truth. They were just looking for that beauty, that outer shell. They didn't dive deep. They didn't look inwards to that spirit, that divineness, then bridge those gaps. You can see the choices that they made, who they're serving. This King of Wands, they could be somebody of high stature. You're seeking this truth, high stature. 10 of Cups, they may be looking back towards you and see, oh my gosh, you are that full fucking 10. Seeing they want to turn around, come back again, because they're listening to that spirit, or because of their ego, or because of their insecurities, or because they made that macho mind and this and that take over them. Those divine feminines and masculines not listening to that truth. Now they're unlocking the secrets. They may see you as that secret, you as that key. You could have been this Queen of Swords, steadfast, organized. 7 of Pentacles, steadfast, organized, working hard. They see you as that partner. The choice was indecisive, round close enemies, working with them. Hermit, navigating, diving deep, gaining That's when they're acknowledging their self, their thoughts, their feelings, people, places, those old patterns. Who they was working with, that Queen of Swords, manipulating, speaking lies. They may see you as this Queen of Swords. See how you're strong, assertive, don't take no fucking crap off of nobody, because you got pride, you got spiritual power to work hard, you're steadfast. You can see when you're planting those seeds, what seeds you be planting. Love, spiritual wisdom. They were spiritually, mentally, and emotionally blocked. 9, you'll be seeking this truth, even about these G-mental structures. They are blocking and programming people who they're working with. Queen of Swords, people, political, strong, assertive. This Knight of Pentacles. In regards to money, 8 of Swords, that's the truth. It was about secrets, about some assets, inheritances, and you know, you got those shared ventures with certain people. They even maybe looking back towards you and see you as that one who was a carer, nurturer, like that mother figure. You know, when you just got that partner, and you just got that balance, and you got that understanding to overstand, like reading each other's thoughts and feelings. You got that understanding. They're looking back towards you now, all because it was spiritually blocked. The mindset was towards money, sexual energies. You can see there was like out partying, Queen of Swords. You can see 7 of Pentacles. Who they was working with, they could see they was lovers. They was back to that somebody from their past. They could be at a distance from you. Take this all as it resonates. Even when you're serving, they could be seeing you caring, nurturing, providing, serving, standing with that power, that strength. Pentacles, hard working, steadfast, standing within that truth. Those around somebody blocking them, their mental mind. This the lovers. Take this all as it resonates, because you see this, oh, they're having a tower in that home, in their mind, in their thoughts, in their feelings. They're identifying, connected to their heart, their emotions, this feminine, because the way who was programming and speaking these lies, when you're running for lust and greed, and you can see you have the worldly assets and you're not connected to that divineness. This King of Wands, 8 of Wands, that's the truth to be told. They could be feeling blocked. They maybe want to be seeking this wisdom, and then everything's just coming. You're seeing they have these illusions, manipulating, like those occultists, dominating structures. You're seeking this truth, that tower, because of that mind. It's that part where you can see they didn't have that wisdom. They was running for lust and greed, not connected. Page of Wands, moving like a child. Now, you know, you're in that childlike spirit. You're not really listening, because the Hermit wasn't listening to that spirit. Queen of Wands, 8 of Swords, truth to be told about these Geminis, Libra, sorry, no, fire signs. They may see you fiery, passionate. It's that 4 of Cups, connecting to their emotions. They may see you that strong. King of Wands, Queen of Swords. They may be just assertive and fiery, and you strong with your words, and it's that passion. It's that fire and ice, it's burning. Because the 8 of Swords, that truth to be told. They maybe want to be able to come and tell you the truth about what they was possessing with this Queen of Swords. And it was family, a friend, blocking them. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. They may even have got a social awareness of you. Hi. They could be watching you, analysing you, standing, speaking that truth. You're releasing and healing these emotions. Your cup runneth over. Remember, you're fruitful, pure, divine. You're connecting. Jah Rastafari, you listen to that spirit. It's that divineness, that oneness, leading you that way. 1-5 through that dark night of that soul. Those divine feminines and masculines having the stress, conflict in that house, in that home, because they're not speaking that truth to that feminine. They can see who they were serving. Regards to children, take this all as it resonates. 12, those on that karmic cycle. 15, 30, 42. That's the time. Things ain't going how things should. These lovers, because they're all played out. You know, when you pick shit, and then you realise what shit you picked up. That's because you're running for all that aesthetics, lust and greed, wanted people to see you. They thought that you was going to run them down. Girl, I run me down, and I feel me. Girl, I run me down, and I feel me fuck. Take him, girl, and I feel your fuck. So you see people going to start running you down now. They may want to run you down because they can see they're taking that action. They can see your success transforming. They're going through that dark night of the soul. That's when you have to start realizing about they're lying. And I cheated. I had these old patterns with that Queen of Swords. It could have been a family, a friend, somebody in their community. Even had a social awareness of you and knew who you were, because they was lying, manipulating. You can see those out partying, socializing, not even trusting themselves, listening to that gut. Their gut feeling. This is your lover. They could have been your friend. This could have been somebody from your past, because you can see there was rust there. You can see what was true. Stew, rue. Look, new starts itching. Here it goes. Because it's that neglect. It is slow, and it was that acid. You can see that burning inside of them. It doesn't break things. It convinces them to be able to dismantle themselves. Those family members and friends was programmed with those divine feminines and masculines because they didn't seek that truth. You can see about services, even because it was stress and in their mind and what they was feeling, because it's that Mercury, that intellect, they weren't able to be able to speak, but people was chatting shit, not making them feel balanced in their mind, because you can seek that truth. Now they're critically thinking about those choices, or because of the way I was acting with that compassion, that passion and that ego and that pride and controlling and manipulating, or because of what I'm trying to be able to obtain and I'm creating and who I'm serving, those old patterns. You can see when you're working and who you're working with, that Queen of Swords. A family member, a friend. This could have been an aunt figure, a mother figure, a cousin towards you, a friend. Take this all as it resonates to that divine feminine, masculine. Manipulating, speaking lies, not balance of that truth. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. You can see because you were centric. They wasn't authentic the way how you was. They didn't have that interconnected. Now they're looking back towards you, seeing their heart, those emotions. They may see you standing strong. Queen of Swords. You're not taking shit off nobody. Because she, Nedge, the way I elect, you can see you as that elect one. High people, high places, serving. You seek that truth. Communities, doctors, lawyers, you seek that truth. You can be like a therapist, a guru. You're enabling people to find that understanding. Even working the collective care worker, support worker, working with citizens, enabling them to grow, giving them understanding, enabling them to grow from any risk, potential heartache, hurt and pain. You're listening to that heart because it's that soul's growth. It's that source. They was low, spiritually, mentally low, minded. I don't break. Decided I don't ache. They're aching. Stress. They wanted you to ache. They wanted you to be stressed, not being able to move, not being able to serve, not being able to serve yourself, not being able to care, support, assist, uplift your own self, gain that wisdom for you to have that discernment. Even you could have a social awareness of them, providing a service, singing. His sings is thin. You can see that thin line between love and hate. Now they could be looking at themselves in that mirror, looking and feeling hurt. They could see there was around a feminine blocking, manipulating, causing lies. They wasn't grounded. They're having stress. They was calling them. Vince could be significant. Science, even that science, that psychological, you see the emotional, mental mindsets, economical, them, it's dismantling themselves because of money, who you're working with and who you're serving, even what you're trying to create. It's that futile. Are you growing? Was it growing with love? Was you standing with that truth? Or was it with like aggression, illusions, confusions, manipulating, disillusion because of temptations, because it was garbage? You can see they have that garbage ways, their mindset. They didn't dive deep in. About a car, could have been about a car. Moving, traveling, that mind, traveling, moving upwards with that spirit. About a bar when you're going out, parties, socializing, who you was giving that bag, money to. You can see it was about money, who they was working with. Gauge, from a young age, manipulating. You can see illusions. A father figure, mother figure, you seeking that truth, dominating power. They didn't have strength. Even like when you got heartache, hurt and pain and you're not growing, you're not able to give you that self, that understanding, to look at that systematic approaches. Maybe because they didn't have money, they wanted to be able to obtain a business and feel like they've got stature, and political approaches, even practical. They wasn't practical. They was too analytical, that strong-willed but aggressive, didn't want to ask for help but need help because they don't got that strength. They just wanted to be able to act like they was a leader, because what you valued as a gift was always someone else's. Discord. Empty that box. So now they need to empty that box, their money, that mind. You can see when they was running, lust and greed for money, aggression, controlling, taking power, manipulating, sexual, like a demonic spirit, because it was unbalanced, because that smoking screens, you can see it's releasing these illusions from these temptations. You see these people in high places, certain people was hiding their faces, family members and friends, or because what they was possessing, habits, illusions. They were seeking, not seeking that truth, because about partying, drinking, gambling, risking, manipulating, illusions, confusions, sexual energies, children, who you're working with when you're working, are you traveling, are you standing, because they wasn't creative, they didn't have compassion, they didn't have understanding, all because of those complexities, life's complexities. Lexi, the city, their mind, traveling thoughts, feelings. You can see compile. They was not compiling that right. They could be even looking and thinking that exit. He exit. He the point. Oint. Anoint. Ton. Turn. They're looking at the patterns, their mindset, their thoughts. You can see the systematic approaches, the illusions, manipulating. They want loyal, caring, providing, supporting, creative. The way how you was speaking, it was about dominance and leadership and who's got that leader. Because if you can't see the problem clearly, you can hold anyone accountable. So they was blaming others, family members and friends. Old patterns, manipulative, corrupted ways. You can see that feminine, they could have been blaming others. Green, cream, scene, because you've seen that scene. Their mindset, 7, family, friends. It was important. Because me and you can never one-to-one. Now they see no solution because it's that hamster wheel. Queen of Swords, they're going round and round that same karmic cycle, systematic approaches. Now they're understanding that truth. They may see you as that star. They're looking about these partners, they're having that awakening, transforming, changing. Scorpio energy, Aries, Libra. Take this all as it resonates, because that Tower moment, 1, Aries, Virgo energy. They can see there was unbalanced, uncompromising of their own ways, all because of that devil energy, fire. Now it's that divine passion, because it's that mirroring. When you start mirroring that one another, it's that soul's truth, that soul's growth. They picked and picked till they picked shit. Now they're having that awakening to that truth. Take this all as it resonates, because that's that ring, that Saturn energy. They was in low dense energies, corrupted, or because of insecurities, or because of 8 of Wands, that secrets, habits, illusions, underworld, low dense energy, manipulating, adulterous, idols. You can see it's that entropy, all orders towards the chaos, because they had stress, chaos, manipulating of minds, controlling, or because they wanted power. You see it was meaningless. That Page of Wands, either was giving that 1, 2, there wasn't creative, the one standing in that truth. You can see that passion, because now they're realizing their heart, those emotions. It's that projection, what you're putting out. 12, there was on that karmic cycle. You can see you was caring, nurturing, you had that love, compassion, transforming, changing. Now those divine feminines and masculines, they're changing. They see that test, it was that karmic test. They were spiritually, mentally and emotionally blocked. They tried to dominate. They couldn't dominate over you. I got dominion over the subdued to overcome. And that's quite bringing that control. It's a force, even a physical threat. Even rebelling, you can see it's that willpower. Even to be able, it was rebelling. They didn't know that you could manage your own emotions. It was surfacing. Now they're surfacing. They're in a Tower moment, because it's that projection. What they put out, they're getting back. That yin to that yang. It's that push, it's that pull. It's intensity. It's just itching. You're like Genesis, because you're a genius, Isis, Ori, Arusha. It's like you are that God, that divine one. You're an empress. You can see it's your creative skills. It's that passion. You're a magician, transforming, high priestess, connected to that heart. Now they can see if you was that lover. Now they're getting awakening 9. They're asking God to grant them serenity, to accept the bullshit, that they can't change what they was looking for, that aesthetics, that outer shell. Now they're diving deep inwards, inner standing, trusting their gut feeling. They could be feeling ill, need nurturing, because it's that transformative stage. 10, they're on that karmic cycle. It's that wheel turning and flying across that loop for you, across that sky, because it's that fight hard to be happy. Sadness still now leave me, anxious, stubborn. You can see they was really ears hard. Now they're connecting, because they won't listen to that spirit, that divine spirit. Now they're connected to their heart, those emotions, because it's those 7 seas. It's that sunset, even a Friday evening, until 3 stars appear on Saturday. So they're connecting to their heart, those emotions, and their inner standing, that truth, because it's that harmony and balance they're needing. You can see they're having stress and conflict within their head, in their heart, because a gamble took risks alongside you. Even these actors. 3, you've got social awareness of them. Even AI, that artificial intelligence, you connected to understanding that truth, because it's appearing on that Saturday night when you're looking back towards yourself, because it's that balance. You can see black corporations who you're working with, because it's that 7th Sabbath on a Saturday. You're gaining wisdom. It's that Saturday every week cycle. You're going round and round, round and round, the got around. Now you can see you're changing those thoughts. Friday, sunset, Saturday, night, it's reaching that 7th day of creation of the week, understanding, connected to that divine. It's that omniscience, omnipresence, that truth, love, wisdom, to be told you're moving towards your victory, because it's covering the eyes, covering it with the right hand, even eliminating the destruction, achieving that deep focus. It's divine timing, because it's retribution through punishment. You're seeing it's taking back my ratings, said how real, fine. It's like atrophy, human wisdom. You just got all that knowledge, that wisdom. It's mirroring that truth, that divine. You got that interconnected, you're indigenous. It's gradual. They had that decay, spiritual decay. You even seen Greek, Anthropes, human and Sophia. You had that wisdom of the divine. It was connecting. It was that comprehensible, spiritual, accountable through that inner development. You can see that truth because it's weakening and looking and moving forward. Even spiritual, Vingja. It's neglect, even underuse. It's entropy, it's natural tendencies, because it's that inner life to be able to dive in deep to one's thoughts, one's feelings, those deep, most profound parts, what the emotions. You just do it anyway, because just finding a way to be able to smile, it's not easy. So even though you have that heartache, hurt and pain, those lovers cause you stress, you have to wake up, give yourself that truth, pay attention now. Because you know, if you want to be somebody, you want to go somewhere, you have to wake up. Now they're paying that attention. Their nose, my nose is itching. Don't need divine masculine. I'm already married. Will introduce you to my husband later. Not even met him yet. So you don't need divine masculine. You're even married to the spirit. You see, you're getting married, 2, 4. That's engagement. That's a partner. Lovers, you don't even know him yet. So take this all as it resonates, bottom to the top, because you can see it's that aromatherapy. Start understanding the truth. It's interconnecting that wisdom. It's 3-3. They may see you as the high priestess. Somebody could be watching you, your creative skills, the service that you're providing your partner. They could have a social awareness of you, because look for fairies. They could be looking for those fairies. That it could be significant. 33, mastering that craft, interconnecting. You can see it's expressing, expanding, union, resurrecting, awakening that spirit, that growth. It's that pivotal part, harmony and balance. Service, your service. They may need your service. They may see you as caring, providing, supporting. They may want your compassion. They may need empathy, because it's 10. Clear your energy field. So you could clear your energy field. They could be clearing their energy field now, because they can seek that truth. Who was programming that feminine? They may be looking at 2 different feminines. Even you, seeing you, being that truth, connecting to that divine, releasing its healing, the inner standing. They was moving through lust and greed. Now they're having this tower moment in that home, because it was about money, services, security, like homes, beneficiaries. Ooh, 3-7. It's that music. So you could seek that truth, social awareness, understanding that truth, interconnected AI, balancing emotions, thoughts and feelings. It's that 10. It's that wheel. It's that 20. Truth to be told, judgment's taking place. It's about money. You can see partners. 8. It was on that karmic cycle, and you can see what they inherited sin. And they're in that spiritual transformation. 5-4, because it's watching mover. They're gaining wisdom, seeking that truth. You can see these leaders, this divine feminine masculine. You can see it's that pivotal movement now. Their soul's growth, transforming, consciously awakening to that truth. It's that omniscience, that omnipresence. They may be asking that divine for protection. They may need your divine protection, because they see it's the stress and conflict in that home, in that house, that masculine not speaking that truth. You can seek that truth even about assets, inheritances. She can't make my man leave. Him I gonna come back. So that person can't make the man leave, is gonna come back. I try, right? They're seeing incoming money. It's wealth, good fortune, exchanging that energy. C3, services, your work, your creative skills, speaking, expressing. You could be earning money from your skills. People have got a social awareness of you, honouring you. 10, mastering your craft. See, people around the world. 20, you're gaining that inner standing, because you can see about choices, balancing emotions, partnerships. Take new partnership could be coming in towards you. It could be regenerating. Take this all as it resonates. You're moving forward. People will be watching you and be jealous. It's that intentions, because there any more room for me in those dreams to be able to remove. You can see it's that rewards, financial gain, new job, opportunity, a business. You see a deal is coming your way, a business, new job, opportunity coming to your way. Take this all as it resonates. You can see these communities, corporations could be coming towards you, expanding, because your insight, spiritual insight, they're honoring you. It's that Saturn. You can see it's because you're disciplined, you're steadfast, you're organized. It's your stewardship, that role, prophetic role. You can see it's sharing those resources, its energy, those talents, and it will bring you that abundance and success you're entering to. Take this all as it resonates, because it's spiritual, auditory. It's between you, those divine feminines and masculines, family members as well as friends, turning to idols. It was breaking in fractions, material unfolding, you can see, because you're unchanging. It's your character. It's a performance. It flows. It's self-existence. It's your nature. You're caring, you're nurturing, providing. It's discipline. You can see it's judgment. They're having that warning, painful corrections. You see it's that reputation. Now they're having that response, repentance, because it's Pentecostals. 50, they was in that low dense energy, aggressive, manipulating, illusions, confusions, all because of their spiritual mindset. They could have been distance from you, culture's background, institutioned in their mind. It was deep, even spiritual. You can see it's anticipation, maturation. They need to dive in to be able to grow. It's that soul's growth, that pivotal part. 5, awakening, that true throat chakra. They could have blocked chakra, throat chakra. Didn't want to tell you that truth about when they were that partner and they was on that child. They could have had a karmic cycle. Now they're in a standing, who they was serving. How can I come and tell you all this? It's causing me stress. I got conflict. You are that one now. I'm gaining insight because I was indecisive about those choices. Take this all as it resonates, all because my own insecurities took over me. I was out partying, socializing, not listening. I got manipulated, corrupt. It's that day of freedom, because they had bondage. It was physical, even looking at burdens. Found that true purpose in that spiritual completion. You had to look at yours. It was you maturing with that growth. These divine feminines and masculines, they're awakening that flower, their thoughts, that crown chakra activating. It's singing, even from that earthly sheriff. You can see it's Bartley dual that they was having, like leavened bread. You can see that loaf of bread. It's that next development. They're awakening because it's that faithfulness, your fruitfulness, you caring, providing, supporting, assisting, uplifting. Let's just get some letters. So first name, last name, middle name. Just take this all as it resonates, guys. Always leave the rest for the best. Don't stress, because people are getting that chest, that church-like feeling. Technology, when they try to take away your knowledge. My tech, you even teacher, blood clot, fire, all ras clot, all shit. They could be seeing you as their teacher. An MP. Take this, documents could be coming forward. What we got? CMP, that's me. Don't fuck about G, because you got that knowledge, that's wisdom. They, me, met, or the day we met, cause my a cousin could have been involved in this. A family member, a friend could have been chatting shit. You could have met them in that community. 10, you can seek in that truth. They had these insecurities because they were socially detached. They could have been sleeping with your masculine. Take this all as it resonates. You little dirty blood clot fucking bitch. NFTHC, because you had that fucking high potent technology. You had that high shit. MC, that's because you speak these truths. They don't like it. A cause, my cause. CMP, that's me. CPM. Sept. They could have sepsis. A. Day. May. Day. Now it's that May Day, because it's that awakening to May. Yay. So listen to that truth, because the truth to be told. No lies out here in these streets. And if you don't know, you better get to know. And if you don't know, move with the flow, rock with the rhythm, and it's away we go. It's a spiritual flow. And if you don't know, you better dive deep within inside of your heart and your soul, because it's that interconnectedness that you need to be able to do. When you're spiritually, mentally, and emotionally blocked, and you're not listening to oneself, and you're corrupted due to sin, illusions, manipulations, and you're stressed, and you put that stress on other people because you've got no compassion, you don't know how to love because of those insecurities, or because you don't know about loyalties. Royalty is in my DNA to be able to serve and speak this truth. It was divinely guided from that Most High. Remember, He bestows gifts on who? On me, the Most High. Thank you. It's that day of freedom, because they had bondage. It was physical, even looking at burdens. Found that true purpose in that spiritual completion. You had to look at yours. It was you maturing with that growth. These divine feminines and masculines, they're awakening that flower, their thoughts, that crown chakra activating. It's singing, even from that earthly sheriff. You can see it's Bartley dual that they was having, like leaven bread. You can see that loaf of bread. It's that next development, their awakening, because it's that faithfulness, your fruitfulness, you caring, providing, supporting, assisting, uplifting. Let's just get some letters. So first name, last name, middle name. Just take this all as it resonates, guys. Always leave the rest for the best. Don't stress, because people are getting that chest, that church-like feeling. Technology, when they try to take away your knowledge. My tech, you even teacher, blood clot, fire, all ras clot, all shit. They could be seeing you as their teacher. An MP. Take this documents, could be coming forward. What we got? CMP, that's me. Don't fuck about G, because you got that knowledge, that's wisdom. They, me, met, or the day we met, cause my a cousin. A cousin could have been involved in this. A family member, a friend could have been chatting shit. You could have met them in that community. 10, you can seek in that truth. They had these insecurities because they were socially detached. They could have been sleeping with your masculine. Take this all as it resonates. You little dirty blood clot fucking bitch. NFTHC, because you had that fucking high potent technology. You had that high shit. MC, that's because you speak these truths. They don't like it. A cause, my cause. CMP, that's me. CPM, sept. They could have sepsis. A, day, May, day. Now it's that May day, because it's that awakening to May, yay. So listen to that truth, because the truth to be told. No lies out here in these streets. And if you don't know, you better get to know. And if you don't know, move with the flow, rock with the rhythm, and it's away we go. It's a spiritual flow. And if you don't know, you better dive deep within inside of your heart and your soul, because it's that interconnectedness that you need to be able to do. When you're spiritually, mentally, and emotionally blocked, and you're not listening to oneself, and you're corrupted due to sin, illusions, manipulations, and you stress, and you put that stress on other people because you've got no compassion, you don't know how to love because of those insecurities, or because you don't know about loyalties. Royalty is in my DNA to be able to serve and speak this truth. It was divinely guided from that Most High. Remember, He bestows gifts on who? On me, the Most High. Thank you.